I have recited an ayah from Surah Al-Baqarah, and we know that this ayah appears in the Qur'an about the Jews, the Bani Israel, or the former Muslim Ummah. Maybe this final expression that I have used, former Muslim Ummah, many of you might have been surprised to hear these words because they are not commonly used. But please note, the Jews, the Bani Israel, remained the Muslim Ummah for about 2,000 years. They were the custodians of the Book of Allah, the law, divine law. They were the Muslim Ummah. From about 1300 years or 1400 years before Christ till the advent of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the beginning of the 7th century of Christian era. If you add up, it becomes 2,000 years, more than 2,000 years. They were the Muslim Ummah. They had the book, they had the law. To them came innumerable prophets. Their history as Ummah starts with 2 prophets of Allah, Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wassalam as well as Hazrat Harun alayhi salatu wassalam. 2 of them present. And you know the last prophets who came to them, again they were 2 at one time. Hazrat Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salatu wassalam and Hazrat Yahya alayhi salatu wassalam. And between these 2 pairs of prophets, innumerable prophets came to them. And Qur'an says about this ummah, Ya Bani Israel askuru ni'mati allati anamtu alaykum wa anni faddaltukum ala al-alamin. The fadila over all the alameen was given absolutely to that former ummah. But about this former ummah, Qur'an says, ضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله. Humiliation and degradation was heaped upon them, and they earned the wrath of Allah, punishment of Allah. Now see the contrast. Actually, these are 2 sections of the same surah, Surah Al-Baqarah. The 6th section starts, Ya Bani Israel askuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum wa anni faddaltukum ala al-alamin. And the 7th section, we call it Ruku, that ends ضربت عليهم الذلة والمسكنة وباءوا بغضب من الله ذلك بأنهم كانوا يكفرون بآيات الله ويقتلون النبيين بغير الحق ذلك بما عصوا وكانوا يعتدون. And there has been said in another place, لعن الذين كفروا من بني إسرائيل على لسان داود وعيسى بن مريم. They were cursed. The cursed people, the punished people, the مغضوب عليهم. As we all know, that in the last ayah of Surah Al-Fatiha, by the words, most of the Mufassirin, they agree. Al-Maghdubi alayhim, who are they? They are the Jews, they are the Yahud. Wal-Dallin, who are the Dallun? They are the Nasara, they are the Christians. That is agreed upon by most of the Mufassirin. So a nation who was given fadilah for all the peoples of the world, فَضَّلْتُكُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, and who had the misunderstanding that we are very dear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They have been quoted in the Qur'an as saying, نَحْنُ أَبْنَاءُ اللَّهِ وَأَحِبَّاؤُهُ. We are like sons to Allah. We are beloveds of Allah. And they have been quoted that they say at 2 places, لَن تَمَسَّنَا النَّارُ إِلَّا أَيَّامًا مَعْدُودَةً أَوْ مَعْدُودَاتٍ. We shall never be thrown in the fire of hell. And if at all, supposedly, if we are thrown in the fire of hell, we will not remain there for more than a few days. We will be taken out. So I have given you these 3 things about the former ummah. And then I quoted a hadith. It has been reported by Hazrat Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. He is the Rawi. And this hadith has been included by Imam Tirmidhi in his Jami'. And the hadith says that the Prophet said, لا يأتين على أمتي ما أتى على بني إسرائيل حزو النعل بالنعل. Surely, verily, the same things will happen to my Ummah also, which happened to the former Muslim Ummah, Bani Israel. And the similarity will be so close. It will be like the similarity of two shoes of a pair. The Prophet has himself claimed, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ana afsahul Arab. And only an Arab can appreciate the beauty of the simile that he used. The similarity, hazwa na'al bin na'al, the similarity of two shoes of a pair to each other. If I analyze, if you see, when the shoes are placed on the ground, the two shoes appear to be different according to the difference of the direction of the toes. But if you join the soles, we used to say in our high school days in geometry, triangles are congruent. So the soles are congruent, no difference whatsoever. So there is difference because there's a difference of time, you know. Their history started 300 years before Christ. Our history started 600 years after Christ. A difference of 2,000 years. So apparently there is a difference in the history of the former Muslim Ummah and the history of the present Muslim Ummah. But if you see between the lines, you will find that there is no difference. It's absolutely a carbon copy. That is very essential to understand. What is the present state of Ummah? Because what I see, you might be shocked to hear these words, and you might feel offended by these words of mine. Presently, we are in the grip of divine punishment. Actually, we, the Muslim Ummah, are maghzoob alayhim this time. You know, the Jews, at least for the time being, I will talk about the past history and what is in store for them in future later on. But at least for the time being, they don't appear to be a maghzoob alayhim qawm, being only 13 million in number. They are controlling the world economy. They are controlling the sole supreme power on earth, America. The policies of America are in their hands. They are the richest people. They are the most resourceful people. They decide the fate of countries. Are they? ضُرِبَتْ عَلَيْهِمُ الزِّلَّةُ وَالْمَسْكَنَةُ. Where is the zillah there? Where is the maskana? Do you find it? And now if you look to yourself, the zillah and the maskana have been humiliated, and humiliation, degradation have been heaped upon us.